start the video by thanking you all. I've just got over the 100 subscribers mark, which is pretty amazing, because I don't do it to kind of like grow subscriptions and things. I just like cars, and I like messing about on videos, to be honest. That's all I do it for. So it's quite nice to know that some of you guys think I'm worth your time to subscribe to, so it's really appreciated. Thank you. So this morning you join me from inside a brand new Seat Leon FR. It's actually, for those of you that don't know, the FR range is the set of warm cars, if you will. It's not the hot hatch. The Cupra 300 is the hot hatch. Different engine, and there's probably a lot of differences actually. And it was one of the quickest front-wheel drive cars around the Nürburgring at the time. The FR models sit below the Cupra in terms of performance, but they still deliver a pretty fun drive about. This particular one's got 150 horsepower through a 1.4 litre petrol turbo, and it feels alright. It feels alright. It's in terms of performance, there's a bit of lag below 2000 RPM, there is, but it is a little engine, so we can let it off. Six-speed manual gearbox with a nice flat bottomed steering wheel there, and it's got some nice little FR touches here as well. It's no Cupra, but it's alright. Under the bonnet we've got VW Group's own 1.4 TSI petrol with the cylinder shut-off technology. So it drops to 2 cylinders when engine load is low, and it's seamless. $150 horse, a tiny little turbo at the back there. It's not a bad engine really. It's not the prettiest engine, is it? And the ratios are reasonably short. They're certainly not Type R short, but they're not overly long. It's got the boring things like voice activation, cruise, auto lights, etc. And it's got a variety of different modes: sport mode, eco mode, normal mode. I'm driving along in, I think, yeah, sport mode. Sweet. And I've turned the traction control off, just for shits and giggles. The optional 18-inch wheels, 225 40 18 size tyres, a lot of grip on there. This has the full LED headlights, and I do like these alloys actually. I think they look very nice. Better than the 5 spokes. Inside, you've got your half leather sport seats with red stitching, and same at the back there as well. It sounds pretty muted as well. I was really hoping that when you put it into sport mode it would sound gruff, but it really doesn't. The only thing that happens when you put it into sport mode is the, as far as I can tell, the throttle response is beefed up. It's obviously a quicker throttle response, and the steering is weighted. The steering has extra weight added to it, just so you can feel what the car's doing a little bit better. The lightness is taken out of it, and the vagueness, so that's nice. Performance-wise, in the book, 0 to 60 arrives in just over 8 seconds, and it feels about right. It doesn't feel slow, but it doesn't feel amazingly quick either. It's just alright. In-gear acceleration, again, it's alright. It's not, doesn't push you into the back of your seat or anything, but it's alright. I don't know if you can see the display actually at the minute, but it's in 2-cylinder mode. It has this active cylinder management where it drops it down from 4 cylinders to 2 cylinders, and you wouldn't know, you couldn't tell from the sound, you just tell from the mile per gallon. That's the first time I put it round a corner at full throttle, second gear, no scrabbling whatsoever. And it has the XDS diff in, just like my car does. Pulled it round that corner really well, no washing out wide or anything. I know it's got less power than the Type R, but it's got a relatively good amount of torque to it, being turbocharged, and it didn't wash out at all, so quality. Only problem with these things is though, they're really understated. From the back this car looks like a standard everyday granny shopping trolley thing, apart from its little twin exit pipes that it's got. Shit. Fuck that. The steering feels nice and heavy. It does feel like quite a really, it does feel very solid actually. The ride is firm as you'd expect. Not overly firm though, it's not too crashy. Brakes are very good, they feel really good, so I think we'll do some hard braking later on. Yeah, it's capable of going quick round there. Feels very safe. You know, it tucked its cell in, it didn't feel like it wanted to play. That back end feels very planted. Does have 18-inch alloy wheels with 225 section tyres on it. Feel great. Normally when you've got ABS, as you guys will know, when it triggers the pedal goes all shaky and it doesn't feel like it's slowing down the same. This system doesn't do that. Quick 0 to 60 test. So the steering wheel, I know we don't normally comment on steering wheels, but I feel like I've got to with this one. It's the first ever car I've driven with a flat bottom wheel. Nice leather trim, red stitching, and with the flat bottom I think it looks well, it looks good, and that carries on throughout the car. It's half leather seats, bucketed with red stitching, although there's no shoulder support for these bucket seats. I think I would have probably liked Seat to put something similar to what's found in the Ford Focus ST, because they've got that bit more shoulder support. So I think the seats are a bit lacking as well. As for handling, you can definitely tell it's taken some bits out of the VW bin here. This model has the XDS diff up front, and it is really good. I have yet to drive a car with a diff that doesn't feel like it's trying to pull you off the road. It's very smooth indeed. Once again, thank you very much for watching my video. I do appreciate it.